Hello friends, welcome to this new and exciting videos on series of Power BI in which we are going to learn Power BI from very basic. So in this series we are going to cover each and every visuals. We are going to learn how to create those visuals, what are the different options for customization, and the next thing is what are the best practices for formatting that particular visual. So till now we have learned so much visuals. We have started with the stacked bar chart, then stacked column chart, then we have learned about cluster bar chart, cluster column chart. We have covered 100% stacked bar chart, 100% stacked column chart. Then at last in the previous section we have learned about line and stacked column chart as well as line and stacked. Okay, line and stacked column chart, and the next one was line and cluster column chart. Okay, and we have learned the difference between these two charts as well. Now, in this section, we are going to learn about line chart. Okay, so today we are going to cover how to create line chart, how to format line chart, and what are the different options which are available for customization of line chart. So, without wasting the time, let's start. So, for creating line chart, we have to select this visual. We'll just click on the visual for selecting it. We'll drag that visual on canvas. We'll increase the size of the visual like this. Now, so the basic thing is you have to just select the visual. Now on the right side under visualization pane, you will get option for customization. So first you have to define x-axis, what you want to show on x-axis. So what I have done, I have given dataset in the description box for this data file. Okay, you can also download it, and once the file is downloaded, you have to create two measures. Okay, so first measure is total quantity and the next measure is total sales. So total quantity is nothing but summation of all quantities. Just type the formula. So how to do that? So right click anywhere. Okay, you will get an option for create new measure. So you have to just click on new measure, and after that you have to just type this formula. Okay, which is shown on the screen. This one. So this formula is for calculating total quantity, and the next formula is for calculating total sales. So total sales is nothing but quantity multiplied by sales price of each and every object. Okay, and if we sum it, so we'll get total sales. So now what we are doing on x-axis, let us show month. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just click on this drop down, I'll open data table. Okay, and then we have to open this order date hierarchy, and we'll select month on x-axis. So once the month is selected on x-axis, now we have to decide what we want to show on y-axis, because second option is y-axis. Okay, so let's say we are showing total quantities on y-axis. I'll just drag total quantity on y-axis like this. So this line chart is prepared now. This chart shows total quantity by month. Okay, easily we can visualize the data with the help of this chart. So then the next thing is we can also show total sales. Okay, now the next option for customization is secondary y-axis, right? So we'll drag total sales on secondary y-axis. So one more line for total sales will also get created. Okay, if you observe, the dark blue line is for total sales and light blue line is for total quantity. Now the next option is for small multiple. So this option we have already discussed. Okay, this option is used when we have to create multiple chart for each and every category. Okay, now let's say there are different categories. Okay, and for that we have to create same chart. So creating same chart for different categories again and again will be time consuming. So what you can just drag the categories. What are the different categories? Okay, in small multiple. So you'll get same chart for each and every category like this. Okay, so you'll save time. So this is the small multiples to just multiply or replicate the chart for different categories. Okay. Now the next option is tooltip. What is tooltip? Now if you take your cursor or at any point. So right now it is showing total quantities for that particular point as well as total sales for that particular point. Right. But let's say you want to show any other information as well. Okay. What other information you can show? You can show total profit. And so what I'll do, I'll just drag the summation of profit on tooltip. Okay. So now along with total quantity and total sales, it will also show total profit as well. Okay. Like this. So this is the use of tooltip. So tooltip is nothing but the information which is shown on this particular card once we drag our cursor at any important point. Okay. So if you want to add any information to tooltip, you can add with the help of this tooltip option. Okay. Now these are the different options which are available for creating the line chart. Now the main thing is how to format the line chart so that the visual will look good. Okay. And we can easily visualize the data. How to do that? Okay. So first thing, you have to decide the background of canvas. Now, what is canvas? Canvas is nothing but a space where we create the visual. Okay. So first, we'll decide the color of the background. So we'll only going to use black and white color. The chart looks really good when we use only these two colors. Okay. So first, we'll go to format your report page. Okay. We'll select the option canvas background. So let's select color of the background as black. Even though we have selected the color, but color is not visible because of this transparency base is 100% right now. So we'll reduce the transparency to 0%. Now, if you observe carefully, it is not looking that good, right? Because your visual background color is white and your canvas background color is black. Okay, so what we'll do, we will make visual background color as black, same as canvas. Okay, so for that you have to just click on the visual. Okay, you have to go to format your visual option, then you have to select the second option, which is for general. Okay, then you have to go to effect, and here you can select any color for the background. So I'll select black. Okay, so now it is looking good. So always remember that the canvas background and visual background should be same unless and until it is specified. Okay, because it looks good. Then there is no border right now for our visual. Okay, see, there is no border for our visual. So if you want to draw border for our visual, we can do. Okay, by just go to format your visual, again general, then effect, and then visual border. You have to just enable it first. Okay, then we can decide the color of the border. So I'll select white color. Okay, and rounded corner you can select any value in between 15 to 20. I'll keep 15, and I'll increase the width of the border as well. Now see, the border is there on the visual, and rounded instead of sharp corner we have rounded corner as well, and they looks really cool. Okay, then what is next formatting? We'll see. So one more effect we'll do is shadow. Okay, so right now the color of the shadow is black, because of that it is not visible. So I'll give white color. Now the shadow is there on bottom and right side. We can change the position of the shadow from this drop down. Okay, we can decide any available position. Then yeah, this is cool. Now, what are the information is shown on x-axis? It is not clearly visible, right? To make it visible, what we'll do, we'll format this x-axis. We'll make the values bold. We'll select white color. Okay, and we'll increase the size a bit. Okay, now the values is looking. Now we can like see the values clearly. Now, the next thing is the title present on x-axis is not clearly visible. Okay, so we'll make it bold. We'll increase the size to 15, and we'll select color as white. Done. Done. This is done for x-axis. Now we'll format y-axis. Again, same setting. So first thing is whenever the value, if any values are present on x-axis and y-axis, always remember that we can define minimum and maximum value. Okay, so right now it is starting from 10k. Okay, so instead of 10k, we'll start from 11k. Okay, and maximum value for y-axis right now is 30k. It's fine then. Okay. Yeah. So if you want logarithmic scale for y-axis, you can do. Otherwise, you can visible. Now, if you observe carefully, right now y-axis is starting from minimum value and going towards maximum value, right? But if you want to invert, that is like if you want to start it from maximum value and going towards minimum value, you can use this invert option like this. Okay, but it's not very informative. Trust me. Now, what are the values which are present on y-axis? They are not really visible because of the text color. So I'll make text as bold. I'll select white color and I'll increase the size like this. Okay, and for title, I'll do same formatting. I'll select white color and I'll make it bold. I'll increase the size as well. Okay, now this is the y-axis, or we can say primary y-axis, which we have formatted, and the axis which is present on right side is secondary y-axis. Okay, so we will format secondary y-axis as well. Okay, so we can define minimum and maximum range. Values will make bold, we'll select white color, and we'll increase the size. Okay, then title, we'll make it bold, we'll select white color, and we'll increase the size. Then scroll down. Now, these are nothing but the legend. Okay, which color is showing what thing? So right now the blue color is showing total quantities and dark blue color is showing total sales. So legend is not clearly visible right now. The position of the legend is on the top and towards the left side. So we'll keep legend on the top at the center, like this. Okay, now see, this value is placed at the center. So instead of marker, I'll select circle. Okay, then I'll make the legend text as bold, white, and I'll increase the size so that it will be clearly visible. Now, what is the next thing? Title for the legend. So I'll disable it. It is not necessary right now. Then grid line. So because of the grid line, see, the chart looks really well now. I'll select this color. Okay, and instead of dotted line, I'll select solid line, and I'll increase the line width to 2 pixels. See the difference. The chart is looking really good now. Okay, if you observe the chart carefully, then yeah, we can use zoom slider on y-axis as well as secondary y-axis. We have already discussed what zoom slider is. So if you enable this, okay, so see, you can change the values present on y-axis like this. Okay, so we'll use zoom slider for secondary y-axis as well. If you want slider labels, you can do. Okay, like this. So I'll disable this right now. Then yeah, from lines, we can configure the color of the lines. Okay, right now the line style is solid. So we can have dashed line or we can have dotted line as well. So I'll keep solid only. Okay, and width of the line is 3 pixels. So we can increase the width of the line as well. Just a minute, like this. Okay, and now we can decide the color of the line. So blue color for, instead of blue, I'll select this color. Then for total sales, I'll select the next available color. Both are looking same, right? So I'll select some darker color. Yes, now we can easily see. Then if you want to show shaded area, okay, you can do. You have to just enable this option. Okay, and you can like reduce the transparency as well, like this. Okay, but then it will look like somewhat area chart, right? So what we'll do, we will disable this shaded area. Okay, then next thing is, see, important points are shown in the form of either dots or like anything on diamond and all. So what we'll do, we'll enable this marker button. Okay, then for total quantity, the marker style, let's select as square, and for total sales, we can change marker type to diamond. We'll increase the size of the diamond. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, we can decide the color as well for those like important part. If you want to change color, you can change it from here. Then the next thing is, if I ask you what is the total quantity for January month, so you will take your cursor here, then it will show the information. The total quantity is 14371. But just by directly visualizing, we cannot tell, right? Because no number is present for this important mark. So what we'll do, we will just enable this data label. Now the numbers are present, okay, and we'll just format those numbers so that it will look good. So for total quantity, okay, position is above. No, so for total quantity, let's say position is below that important point, okay, and maximum offset is auto. It is fine. Then we can increase the size of the value like this. 11, we'll make it bold, we'll select color white, and we'll keep background as black so that it will be visible clearly like this. Okay, similarly same setting will perform for total sales. Again, for total sales also, we will increase the size, we will make it white text, and background will enable, and we'll keep color as black with 0% transparency. Done. Okay, so this is the complete formatting of line chart. Okay, now tell me how our visual is looking. It is looking really good. It is showing important points in the form of numbers. Okay, we can visualize it very easily in this chart. So if I ask you which month has maximum number of sales, so it directly just by observing the number, we can say December, and what is sales, it is 8.4 million. Okay, so no need to take your cursor on any important point because all the data is present on the chart itself. Okay, now the last thing which is remaining in this formatting is title for the chart. Okay, so just for giving title name, you have to select your visual, go to format your visual option, go to general axis, select title. So title is there, but it is not really visible because of the text color, which is black. So we'll make it white. Okay, we'll increase the size of the title to 15. And the next thing is the title is right now aligned towards the left side, so we'll align it at the center. And one more thing, we'll separate title from the chart just by drawing a divider line below it. So we'll enable the divider line. We'll select color as white and width as 2 pixels, so that it will be really visible. Now it's done. It is completed. So what we have learned in today's section, okay, so it is very easily to visualize the data in the form of visuals instead of reports and column, just like an Excel sheet. Okay, visuals gives more enhancement while visualizing the data. Now the next thing is, today we have learned how to create line chart. Okay, what are the different options which are available for customization of line chart while creating the line chart. And the next thing is, what are the best practices while formatting the line chart. So this much we have learned today. I hope you have liked the video. If you feel that the video was very informative, then please hit like button, please share and subscribe this channel as well. Thank you for joining with me. In the next session, we'll cover one more video, one more visual. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you.